Hello, everyone. It's Stu. I'm so excited about what's about to happen tonight. I've got a really special guest with me tonight. And I just want to talk to you a little bit from my heart. We've got a lot happening, and CTFO is exploding right now. I mean, our shopping cart is growing like crazy. There's a lot of new folks joining the company. And I know there's also a bunch of new people that are watching this for the first time. So I just want to tell you a little bit about my story and what's happening here. Our company is called CTFO. It stands for Changing the Future Outcome. Changing the future outcome of what? Your health and your wealth. And I'm so thankful that that's what I get to do for a living. I've been fighting something personally since I was 7 years old, and I'm 55 years old right now. So it's been for about 49 years. And that's that I've been drastically overweight. I'm not excited to really talk about this, but if it'll help people, I do it, and I'm excited to help people. I was the kid in school where, like when they would throw the fat kid in the trash can, yeah, that would be me, and just thinking back to those days, oh my gosh. I would always make sure that I would make friends with the biggest kids in school. I figured that out by the time I got to high school, so that, they would basically protect me and nobody would mess with me. My whole life, I've been the guy that while I'm eating lunch, all I could think about is what am I going to have for dinner? No way to live your life. I would bend over to tie my shoe and think, hey, is today the day I'm going to have my heart attack? Right. And that happened for many years. And, the way I solved the problem was I got slip-on shoes, no way to solve that problem that way either and stuff. So just a lot has happened. And then a little over 3 months ago, we got approached with someone that had an amazing product, and they said, look, we believe you're supposed to have the rights to this product and it's going to change everything. And so I don't want to give you the long version tonight because I want to get to our special guest and I want you to know what's going on with that. But I just want you to know that after getting on this product, I literally in the first 60 days lost 30 pounds. And I'm so excited to tell you that was with absolutely no exercise. I mean, I hardly walked. I definitely didn't go to a gym or anything like that. And I lost about 30 pounds, or not about, it was 30 pounds. And then I started feeling so good. I said, you know what? I'm going to add walking to this. And part of the reason is because this new product, which is called Shape and Burn, that made all the difference in my life and is changing so many lives out there. It does four main things. One of them is it burns fat quietly and calmly behind the scenes. And we all need that, if we want to lose weight. And then it makes your thinking really clear. Right? Really clear thinking. And that's an amazing thing. And one of the other things that it does is it gives you energy all day long. So the interesting thing about this is when I started feeling all this energy, I was like, wow, this is great. But after losing the 30 pounds, I was like, man, I might as well use this energy for something. And I just started walking quite a bit. And then I got down 42 pounds and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. This is awesome. And I felt like I haven't felt honestly my whole life. I mean, the way I feel right now, everybody, if I could explain it to you, I would. I just don't know. The only thing I can tell you is I'm super thankful and I want everybody to feel like I'm feeling right now. And I'm so, next week, I'm going to have a bunch of testimonials on people that have had a lot of the same experience that I've had, and you're going to get to hear from them. But I just want you to know it's not about the money. Okay. It's not about, just, oh, look, you're losing weight and you're looking better and this and that. It's about feeling like you've got a lot of life left, like you can do things that you thought you were never going to be able to do. And it's also about people look at you differently too. And I know that's a terrible thing to say, but it's the truth. I've noticed that people are not really looking at me as that fat guy anymore, right? And I've still got everybody. I wanted to lose 70 pounds. I'm going to tell you this too. I'm now down 46.6 pounds. So I've got, about 25 pounds to go total. And I just can't believe it. I mean, I just can't believe that this is actually happening to me. And here's the best part of all, without suffering. See, everyone, there's no easy diet plan in the world out there. I like telling people right now, I'm not on a diet. One of the best things the Shape and Burn pills do is they control your hunger. They kill your appetite. And so I just eat when I'm hungry. And by doing that, the weight is literally coming off. Okay. So with that being said, after I got 42 pounds down, at first 30 with no exercise, then the next 12 with walking a little bit, but mainly because of the Shape and Burn pills, then I was like, hey, I want to do more. and I got introduced to this amazing individual. This person is so special. I felt my life being changed from the very first time that I met her. And so actually, just less than 10 days ago, I added working out, exercise, if you will. She likes to call it just movement, okay? But I added that, and I've done it 2 times so far. I'm going to do it 2 days a week, 45 minutes each day. And it's one of the most fun things that I've done in a long, long time. And I am super excited about it. So what I want to do right now is I want you to hear something that's really important. I believe 85% of losing the weight is what you put in your mouth. 85% of it. That's why it was important to me to lose the first 30 pounds without even exercising, because I had to know that our shape and burn pills were really doing what they were supposed to do. Then when I added walking and started feeling so much better and was down 42 pounds and started thinking to myself, wow, I don't think I'll ever be that buff guy that you see at the gym or anything like that, but I really can be in the best shape of my life. And I wanted to add the exercise portion, or the movement portion, if you will. Meeting this person changed everything for me. So what I want to do right now, before I introduce this person, I want you to know that there's an additional 15% that I want to have 100% of the whole plan for everybody. Okay. We believe with our shakes and with our vitamins and with our Super 7 and with our shape and burn product, that's the 85% of it. Okay. That's, like I said, I lost the first 30 pounds without exercising or any of that. But here's the key, everybody. If you add in the exercise part, that really is, in my opinion, a lifestyle change. It makes you feel so much better than you could ever imagine feeling. And so we're going to bring on the special guest in just a minute, and we're going to talk about how she's going to help us with that other piece of the puzzle. And no, we're not saying you have to go to the gym. Okay, you do not need a gym membership. I want to make that really, really clear. Before I introduce her, though, I just want to tell you this. She's had quite the journey, everybody. I mean, one of the most incredible journeys I've ever heard of in my life. She literally started at over 420 pounds when she started her weight loss journey. And I don't want to steal her thunder. I don't want to take anything away from that, but I want you to know most of what she did was the exercise part of it. She started eating better and everything, and she'll share that with you and all, but it was mainly the exercise part. And she has such an amazing story. And like I said, I don't want to, steal her thunder, but before I tell you a little bit more about it and then introduce her, I want you to watch a short video for one reason and one reason only. I want you to feel her heart. Okay. So for those of you that don't know me right now, I want you to know that I was over 70 pounds overweight. This was me not that long ago. And then in 70 days, I lost 36.1 pounds. I'm just throwing that up on the screen so you can see it and see how it says without suffering. Okay. Really, really big deal. And then this is really exciting. This is yesterday morning in my living room, down 45.6 pounds. This morning, I was down over 46 pounds. Okay. So it's getting even better for me. Right. But I just want you to know my whole life has been changed. As a matter of fact, I'm just 25.5 pounds away. And guess what? When I get there, I might decide to lose another 5 or 10. I'm going to see how it goes. But the main thing is, I'm not saying dieting is easy, because it's not. Anybody that tells you that is lying. Okay. I'm sorry. I know that's not a professional thing to say, but that's the truth. But here's what I am telling you. I did this for the first time in my life without suffering. What if you could lose the weight without suffering? That's what we're talking about here. Okay, so before I introduce Mandy to you, I want to play a short video. It's a little over 5 minutes, so you can get to know her heart, and then you can understand her story, and then we'll let her share with you. Okay, everybody, here we go.
What's up, you guys? Mandy here, coming to you live this morning from our janitor closet at the club. I wanted to kind of like lock myself in here and film this video and share something with you guys. And I don't want to be interrupted, so that's why I'm in here. I just had some folks come into the gym who I had talked to on the phone. They were interested in the club, wanted to take a tour, and then I overheard one of the older gentlemen say to his party, well, it doesn't look like she works out very much. And I was just like, like, ugh. Just finished my phone call that I was on. by the time they made it back to the office, I had decided I'm not going to ignore this. I'm not going to pretend like I didn't hear it like I usually do, because I know that people make comments all day, every day. And that's part of this job that I have accepted as just part of it. People who don't understand, people who don't know, people who don't know my story, people who expect to see a certain thing when they walk into a gym are going to have opinions, and that's okay. That's not a reflection of me, and most of the time I just let it roll off and not bother me, because I know how far I've come, and I know that me working here and getting the privilege of working here representing for fitness for everybody is important. And sometimes it comes with weird comments from people who don't understand, but today it freaking rubbed me wrong. And this is why. This place was my sanctuary. For those of you who don't know, who just know me as the big lady who's the manager at the gym, when I first started here as a member, it was 2014. I was over 400 pounds. I was like 420 pounds. And at the utmost darkest place. And then I came here and my life was changed because I was shown love and I was shown support. And because of that, I was able to put one step in front of the other, literally. 5 minutes at a time, 10 minutes at a time. Eventually I was working with a trainer. The rest is history. I've lost a lot of weight, but gained the world. And it just makes me mad. Not because it hurts my feelings, he doesn't know me, but for everybody else who comes in here, despite what they look like, despite what they can do, you need to know this is a safe place for you. And I'm going to stick up for you, and every single person who works here is going to stick up for you to make sure that this place continues to be a safe place. And a place where you can come and you're not going to hear comments made that don't belong here. And that's exactly what I let that gentleman know today. I said, I know it doesn't look like I work out very much. Nice to meet you. But this is where I started, this is where I am now, and those kind of comments are not acceptable here, so we'll get that out of the way. And I continued to present membership options and stuff, and he was good. He shook my hand and told me I had grit, and I appreciate it, and it was great, and I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna have a great day, and everything's gonna be awesome. But I just want you to know, if you see someone in the gym and it looks like they don't know what they're doing, or it looks like they're just starting out, or they don't look the part, you don't know their story, you don't know how far they've been, you don't know what they've accomplished, you don't know what they're dealing with, you don't know. And so I just beg you, please, show kindness, show empathy. You just don't know. Cheers to all of us who are working and grinding and pushing every day to get better and better, to get to a healthier place. I love you guys.
Okay, everybody. Let me stop sharing my screen so you can see me. So I'm sorry. Every time I watch that, it messes me up every time. And then I've got to spend quite a bit of time with her lately. And What a heart. What an amazing person. I'm so proud to know her and I'm so excited. I know you guys are starting to like think of me as this big baby who gets on here and cries all the time. And I'm sorry, I was not my intent, but I just think about her journey and my journey felt crazy to me and nothing compared to hers. So the neat part about this is when I met her, I got to hear a little bit more of her story. And she said, Stu, it's been phenomenal, down about 160 pounds and my whole life has been changed, but I'm plateaued and I've been plateaued for about 9 months. And I said, wow, can I give you shape and burn? Can I let you try this? And she said, yeah, absolutely. And then folks, in a short amount of time, days, she lost 8 more pounds. And so she's decided to continue her journey and finish off her journey with us. And I'm so proud to be doing this with her right now. And so, yes, she's going to help with we have the 85%, like we talked about, the what you put in your mouth and everything and that part of it. And I'm going to reiterate, I lost my first 30 pounds with no exercise, but I want to have the whole thing for everybody. And so she's going to help us with stuff that you all will be able to do at home. That's not going to feel like exercise. It's not going to be something that you're like, oh my gosh, I got to do this. It's going to be something where you're going to go, this is awesome. And I'm so glad that I learned about this. And she's going to help us put that piece of the puzzle together. Okay. So right now, what I would like to do is just introduce the awesome Mandy Holden. And Mandy, all I'm asking is one thing, just speak from your heart and tell them a little bit about what you're thinking about this journey that we're all taking together now.
We did it.
Thank God, Mandy was going to be at her house. Everybody, I got to just say this real quick. And we're like, well, this is the first time we're getting on everything. And Leah's like, why don't we all do it at your house? So she's in my living room and I'm in my office here.
You're letting everybody know that this beautiful firescape is not my house and my background.
But it's not a fake background and you can use it anytime you want.
Hello.
Well, Mandy, thank you so much. I appreciate everything that not just you're doing, but what you're about to do with us and everything. I know it's going to be exciting. I know they got to see a little bit of your heart during that video and stuff, but if you could just talk a little bit about your journey, I just really want them to understand look, everybody, please, Mandy, don't take this the wrong way. I mean this with all due respect. I love you, but here's the thing. I'm that guy that if I go to the gym and see this personal trainer that's so buff and crazy, like in shape, all I think immediately is I can't do it.
I'm pretty buff, Stu.
So I know you are buff, especially on the inside, right? And she's worked me out a little bit, so I get it and stuff like that. But the point is, what I want to do is real life. That's what I want to do right now. And I want to help the masses. I don't want to just help the top 1 or 2%. I want to help everybody. And Mandy, your story is not only phenomenal, but it's the story that the masses need to hear. So just share a little bit about your journey.
Well, thank you. First of all, thank you. We were just talking before we jumped on this webinar about how crazy it is, how our paths have crossed and our journeys have crossed. So it's really cool to me because I am that guy where, like, you talk about having somebody who's from the fitness world who, looks like a regular person and knows what it's like to be in a non-typical body. That's me. And so I'm really proud to represent that for people. And that has been a part of my story this whole time. So it's kind of interesting too. Until I met you, I hadn't watched that video that you shared in quite some time. So forgive me if I'm in my feelings a little bit, because it's interesting to reflect, right? And so thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that. And just to share a little bit with everybody about my background and stuff, I did start my weight loss journey in 2014. I was at 420 pounds at that time, which is quite a lot because I'm only 5'5". So that I was just very, I was probably the highest weight I could have been and continued to live my life at the time. Like, I had reached my absolute limit and I could feel it physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, obviously. And so when I had decided to make a change, I knew that I had to do it. It was kind of like, it's now or never, literally. And so I did start, and it's been 7 years, and it's been slow and steady, and there's been ups and downs, and all of it. So I understand like so many of the layers involved. And so that's what makes it very exciting to me when I meet somebody like you who says, hey, I'm ready to start exercising. Can I trust you? Yes, you can. And I'm excited about that.
You can, by the way. She did not hurt me at all. I just want everybody to know that.
Yes, yes. So I'm excited because part of the reason why when I worked at the gym and even now just I actually am a certified personal trainer and I do train people, but I don't do it in a traditional way. I don't work in a gym. I actually have a few small group of clients and I travel to them. Some of my people are not comfortable yet even working out outside of their home, so I go to them. And I understand that because that is definitely where I started in the beginning. And it's kind of cool because throughout my journey, I have been able to prove to people that fitness is possible for everybody. You know, that's kind of been my thing that I say. I mean, I say a lot of stuff, but it's kind of cool because the more you sort of start to believe that and you get the momentum going, kind of like how you were sharing with your story, you started feeling so good, you started having more energy, you started walking on your own. It kind of takes on its own natural momentum. And eventually you start to be one of those weirdos like me who really likes it. So I'm happy to be here.
Mandy, and believe me when I tell you I'm pumped that you're here right now. If you don't, I don't want to say something that's offensive to anybody. I never want to, but can you share just a little bit how even some of your clients right now, they're so big right now they can't even really get off the couch?
Yeah, so I have one specific client in mind who has made a decision to start a journey, and there's very little mobility there. And I mean, I think the hardest part was deciding to begin. And
Right.
I'm proud to, I will share the results of that journey when it's time, because I'm excited for this person. But once they made the decision to sort of pull the trigger and trust the process and let momentum sort of take its course, they are experiencing already a different quality of life. So that's exciting to me.
No, that's awesome. And I just hearing the story is emotional for me. I want to make sure everybody understands shape and burn especially is for everyone. You know, we have people taking it that don't even need to lose weight because of how it makes you feel and how it gives you energy and how it makes your thinking really clear and stuff like that. But I want you to understand what we have here. It's for somebody that wants to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 100 pounds or more. Okay.
Well, I'd like to speak to that a little bit
Sure.
because I think that I've kind of done the shape and burn a little opposite than most people. I sort of met you after I'd already established a lifestyle of fitness and had reached a plateau and a stall, and so I added that into my lifestyle that I've already created and felt a shift. And so I'm thinking for people who are just starting a journey, starting it with that piece and then moving in my direction is going to be even more impressive, right?
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for it.
No, I am super thankful for that. And like I said, everybody, I want to have the whole package. I want to have the 100%. I'm very thankful that we got the 85% and that we're able to have the testimonials that we have. Next week, I believe you're going to be blown away when you start hearing this. But it's not about a partial journey. It's about the whole journey. And it's not about a lifestyle change that we all hear about that we can't do. See, everybody, you got to understand, you got to have the right tools to make this happen, right? You have
Well,
to have
and I'm sorry, I just interrupted you. I'm
no,
sorry.
it's okay. Go ahead. No
But
worries.
I think that's one of the special things about why you connected with my video and chose to share it here. Is because we talk a lot about the nutrition piece and what we're eating and making sure we have enough water, and then we can talk about movement and working out, but there's also so much more, which is the emotional work that goes on. And so a lot of that is like just in feeling like that you have people around you who understand the struggle, right? Like this isn't just like you aren't alone out there. Like just like I'm not alone, just like you're not alone, Stu. And I really mean it. Like if I can make these changes and see the kind of changes in my life that I have, really anybody can, especially with all the tools available to us. It's like really exciting. So I think the thing I'm most excited about is giving people more tools and watching them discover what they're capable of. Because
Right.
listen, don't quote me on this. I know that there's people watching this is live, but I hate a workout. You heard it here first. You heard it here first, folks. But I love how I feel after I'm done with a workout, because it's like a force field of confidence that's like instant. You know, I think a lot of time people get intimidated about exercise because you think you have to do this like vigorous, like hard thing that's like months and months and months before you see any results. And the truth is that's not true. Exercise gives you instant results in how you feel. You get an instant response from your body of boosted, you know, serotonin, dopamine, endorphins, oxygen. And when you're done, maybe not necessarily while you're doing it, but when you're done, you're just like, yes. And that follows you out into the rest of your life and changes things. And that's why I get excited, because when you add all the pieces together, you know, it's magic, fitness magic, Stu.
Yeah, and okay, but let's also talk about this, because I'm like not afraid to do it now. Because look, let me just be brutally honest, everybody.
And I'm doing it wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
No, and I even know that that's not the best thing to say, what I just said. Let me be brutally honest, but let me be brutally honest with all of you. If it wasn't for Shape and Burn, I don't think I ever would have made it back to working out. I really don't. Okay. So I don't want to belittle that. I want to make sure everybody understands that's what gave me the umph to do it. Right. That's what did it. But then after working out with Mandy, even just a handful of times so far, she does it in a way that's different. I've never seen it quite like this. I'm talking about, look, it's like work hard for 30 seconds and then you take a break and everything like that. And it's things you can really, really do.
We can do it. We can do it.
Yeah. So, but everybody, look, I don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, now they're going to be this gigantic exercise company and this and that and everything like that. No, here's what we're saying. Okay. Mandy is going to continue her journey for her weight loss with us. And now that she has the products, obviously that will help. Okay. That will be a part of it. Right. But yes. Then the other, and I'm excited about that for
I'm getting to that finish line. I'm getting there.
Yeah. And I'm excited about that for everybody. Okay. But, and especially for you, Mandy, I'm super excited about that. But what I'm really excited about is having the whole package. And we talked about, look, this is an introduction to Mandy tonight. That's all this is. Okay. There's nothing to sell you. We're not trying to sell you anything. You guys all know that right now. The products are the products, 60-day empty package, money back guarantee. That's all the same. Shopping cart's already going through the roof. Everything's going great. But I'm like, let's get the whole package. Let's do it. Let's change people's lives, and let's do it in a way where they're not afraid, where they don't get hurt by it, and where they can see themselves really doing it, really achieving it. Why? Because it happened to me. It happened to me. And Mandy, I want to publicly thank you for that.
Well, I'm proud of you. Thank you for trusting me. And like I told you, and I will tell anybody who can't stand to listen to me, because I get real passionate, as you know now, but really, truly, you working with me and letting me teach you some like basic foundational workout stuff. Right now, it's just you and I at your house, you know, a couple other people, little like private group scenario, because a lot of times people don't feel comfortable yet to get into the gym. Right. And I understand that. That's why I got so passionate in my video, because it's so vulnerable to put yourself in that space. And so like I told you, you really don't need to do all that to get started. It really can be as comfortable and private as it needs to be, personal as it needs to be, until you work your way up. You're not going to be training here at your house with me forever. You are going to continue to let momentum carry you into the best shape of your life, you know, and to maybe eventually you'll want to go join a gym and do all kinds of other stuff, but we don't have to do that. We can start little by little, like I said in my video, literally one step at a time, one little 30-second, you know, circuit at a time. It's doable. It's doable. And that's what I get excited about.
And especially if people can start to feel better in their body, you know, if they're feeling more energy, if they're feeling, you know, all the benefits of all the products that are available to them, and they start to feel better, and then they start adding in little stuff, it all stacks up, and pretty soon we're off and running. So
yeah, and I'll never forget this. The first question I asked Mandy was, okay, which gym do you want me to join? I'll join the one you're at or whatever. And she goes, Jim, we don't need no gym, you know. And it was kind of funny that did happen. And I laughed and I was like, okay, tell me more. And then when I experienced it, I got excited for all of you.
I mean,
So,
no shade. I mean, eventually, like, yes, like as you know, I'm not anti-gym. I need everybody to hear that. Like,
yeah.
you know, but it's not necessary to get started. And that's what's exciting to me.
And what we'll be working on is stuff you can do right in your own home for
Yes.
free, I might add. Okay, everybody. So that will help you get the confidence that you need and start to have the success that you all want to have. So, okay, well, Mandy, I don't want to take up any more of your time for tonight. I just wanted them to meet you. I wanted them to be as excited as I am about the future and about that, hey, great things are coming, everybody. And, you know, remember my first 30 pounds, everybody remember this, no exercise, right? So I'm not saying, okay, everybody, Stuart just told me I got to work out. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're going to want to. There's no doubt about it. You want your life to change the way that my life has changed. And you know what? We're going to help you do it. And so Mandy is not only taking her journey with us now, but we're taking our journey with her. So Mandy, I just want to say welcome to the family. We love you. We're
Thank you. I'm
excited.
so excited. Nice to meet you all out there in the world.
And everybody, next week, make sure you get on the Zoom next week, because we're gonna have a bunch of testimonials and there's just exciting stuff coming. So, all right, everybody. Well, we appreciate all of you. And like I always say, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, I can't wait to see how this changes your life, just like so many others. Thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate you spending this time. Thanks, Mandy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon, everybody.